Hello, welcome back to Codecademy's Learn JavaScript. We're in the array section. This is more array methods. There are many more array methods than just push and pop. You can read about all of the array methods that exist on the Mozilla Developer Network, MDN, array documentation. .pop and .push mutate the array on which they're called. However, there are times that we don't want to mutate the original array, and we can use non-mutating array methods. Be sure to check MDN to understand the behavior of the methods you're using. Some array methods that are available to JavaScript developers include .join, .slice, .splice, .shift, .unshift, and .concat, amongst many others. Using these built-in methods make it easier to do some common tasks when working with arrays. Below, we will explore some methods that we have not learned yet. We will use these methods to edit a grocery list. As you complete the steps, you can consult the MDN documentation to learn what each method does. Instructions: use the shift method to remove the first item from the array grocery list. Log the new grocery list to the console. We can read about shift at MDN's shift documentation. If we click that, we see that the shift method removes the first element from an array and returns that removed element. The method changes the length of the array. So we go back, we know that this method's going to remove the first item. So let's zoom out, go here, and then we're going to log the new grocery list, run it. We do pass, and it did remove the first item from the grocery list, which was orange juice. As we can see, it's now bananas. Then number 2, under the code added in step 1, use the unshift method to add popcorn to the beginning of your grocery list. After calling .unshift on grocery list, log grocery list to the console. You may wish to delete the console.log statement from the previous step. So we can just erase this and use it at the end. We're going to go down and let's read about unshift first by clicking here. Unshift method adds one or more elements to the beginning of an array and returns the new length of the array. So we can go back and under the code from step 1, so here, use unshift to add popcorn. So we would do, and then log grocery list again. See what that does. We did add popcorn to the beginning. We did pass number 2. 3, you're in a hurry, so you decide to ask a friend to help you with your grocery shopping. You want him to pick up the bananas, coffee beans, and brown rice. Under the code you added for step 2, use .slice to provide your friend with a list of these 3 things. Log this part of the list to the console. Unlike the 2 previous checkpoints, you should do both of these steps in one line. Read about .slice at MDN slice documentation. Open this. So the slice method returns a shallow copy of a portion of an array into a new array object selected from start to end, the end not included, where start and end represent the index of items in that array. The original array will not be modified. So if we go back, under here, we're going to use grocery list dot slice. Then we're going to use the index for start and end for bananas and brown rice. But end is not included, so we're going to go one above this index. So let's do that. So bananas would be index 1, brown rice 0, 1, 2, 3. So we would do 4 here. The end not included, so index 4 not included. So let's log this to see what it returns. Run this. So it does give us bananas, coffee beans, and brown rice. We did pass. After calling .slice on grocery list, log the grocery list to the console one more time. Notice that the grocery list array still contains the same items it had in step 2. That means .slice is non-mutating. You can confirm this in the link in the previous step. So under here, we're going to log grocery list again. Run it. So we do get our original array here. 5 says, let's find the index of a particular element in grocery list using .indexOf. Call .indexOf on grocery list to find the index of the element pasta and save the return value to a const variable named pasta index. Then log pasta index to the console. You may remove the other console.log statements to declutter the terminal. Read about indexOf at MDN's indexOf documentation. So let's read this first. IndexOf method returns the first index at which a given element can be found in the array, or -1 if it is not present. So if we go back, they're going to first want us to call indexOf on grocery list to find pasta. So let's do, and erase this. They want us to save the value to a const variable named pasta index. And then we're going to log pasta index. So go here and let's see what happens. We do get index 4, and that's right because 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So indexOf tells us where in our array a value can be found. So we went over some array methods in this lesson. We went over shift, which would remove first item from an array. We did unshift, which adds a value to the beginning of our array. We looked at .slice, which let us cut a portion of our array out without actually changing the original array. And we used indexOf to find the index of one of our elements in our array. If you guys are understanding those, you guys get this lesson, make sure to look over MDN's documentation for more information. And I'll see you guys in the next lesson.